Okay. Who are you and where are you from?
Okay, my name is Captain Donald Popella, and I'm from Jones Beach, New York.
All right. And what do you do?
I'm a boat captain, fisherman, uh, anything with boats.
How long have you been a boat
Uh,
fisherman?
well, let's see, I'm 70 years old. I bought my first boat at 10 and fishing on the bay since 10 years old.
And did you do it as a commercial fisherman?
I started catching bait as a kid, and I worked out of Freeport, New York on charter boats and uh, commercial clammer and sailor, and worked at the Merchant Marine Academy at Kings Point.
So you know a bit about the climate.
Know a lot about the climate.
Has it changed at all since you were
Oh,
10
oh,
or 6?
I'm a victim of climate change. I survived barely Superstorm Sandy here on Long Island, where we had 6 to 8 feet of water on the property I was on, and lost boats, lost house, lost workshop, library, etc., etc.
And when you were even when you were a kid, was it different than now? I mean,
Well, it was more normal. Now there's, I would call the weather more extreme. More extreme in the way that hotter, colder, more rain, less rain, and it all depends where you are. I'm astonished at the rivers that have no water, the Mississippi River and how Lake Mead is, and Europe, and on the opposite side, flooding in Bangladesh and Pakistan. And, this is a real worldwide problem that has to be taken control of, as far as I'm concerned.
and you said, are you still fishing at all on a daily basis? Do you think much about climate or?
Think about it every day. Glad I'm not I lived waterfront my whole life. Now I can escape to higher ground. And, I was on the last piece of property on the south shore of Long Island here for 30 years. And we had to raise the property and raise the bulkhead and raise it. And it used to flood once a year. And then it became twice a year, 3 times a year. And now it floods all the time, and it's a horror. And I feel for all the people this year down in Fort Myers and all over the place that have been hammered by the water.
Hurricane Ian.
Yeah,
What about the future? Should we be pessimistic or optimistic or?
well, I believe that we have to get our dependence on fossil fuel under control. In the same aspect, it's not something that you can do overnight. And I think sometimes the government thinks they can do it overnight. But this is a long-term thing, and it took us a long time to get in this trouble, and it's going to take a long time to get out. But to move in the proper direction of more renewable resources and less fossil fuel and less emissions. But we're one country in a world of countries, and although we're rectifying our bad deeds, they're not in China or India or lots of the other countries. Yeah.
And so, are you optimistic about the future, or on a scale of 1 to 10, would you say 10 being the most concerned? Where would
Okay, well, I would be very concerned, but at my age, and I have no children, but I feel for the kids that are growing up now. They're gonna deal with the destruction that our industrial age has waged on them.
Very good. On this 26th of November, on Jones Beach by the Nature Center. I understand you come here pretty often.
Yeah, I'm here pretty often.
All right. Well, thank you very much.